it's Amy from Think Creative. I'm here today at Colley Ford with CJ Colley, General Manager. Hi, CJ.
Hi, Amy. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
So I'm really excited to get a chance to talk to you and learn a little bit more about this dealership. So let's get started just by having you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the car industry.
Well, I grew up around it. Like every person that has parents that are working, a lot of times I got taken to work. Sometimes when I was younger, it was just kind of making paper airplanes, sit in the conference room, while mom and dad get their stuff done. As things progressed, picking up trash, picking up the old balloons, painting the curbs, doing stuff like that. Moved into selling cars when I was 18, when I could get a sales license, and I did that through college. And then when I graduated from college, came back here full time as our shipping and receiving clerk, and kind of progressed from there.
So you've done a little bit of everything, or?
A little bit of everything. Not everything.
Okay.
most things. But yeah.
Most things. Okay. Yeah. All right. What would you say is your favorite part?
Honestly, my favorite part was when I was in service. When you see somebody that's got something that's not going as well as it should, being able to rectify the situation and make them happy again. Because usually when people drive off with their new vehicle, they're happy. But that first time, if it happens that something goes wrong and you get a chance as a dealership to kind of step up and make it right, that's the most satisfying part.
I can see how that would be very satisfying, especially because coming in for service is never a very fun experience for the consumer.
No,
yeah. No. A little anxiety inducing.
Yeah, I mean, you've got people that are out there making these payments on their vehicle, and all of a sudden, it's not just the payment, it's what else am I going to have to pay for? And you can tell people get their guard up real quick.
But then that feeling when it's fixed and your life is back to normal is wonderful.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that. So like you kind of mentioned, your family has been in the car business for a long time. What was that like for you? Like, did you feel like it was kind of like something that you had to come into, or like you did it by choice, or you felt like it was destined?
Yeah, my family never really pushed me to it. I have a couple of siblings and a couple of other cousins, and none of them really elected to go into the family business.
Okay.
So I knew what I had to do in terms of schooling, and then when I came to work here full time, it was one of those things where you gotta pay your dues.
Yeah.
and I'm glad it worked out that way with my family, but it's been a good experience growing into it.
Yeah. So, and I think that says a lot about a family too, that it wasn't like you started out right at the top. You learned the business.
That's a recipe for failure.
Yeah.
For sure. You gotta at least learn what everybody else is doing. I think empathy is probably too lofty of a word, but you gotta understand what everybody else is going through day to day. So you don't necessarily know how to do their job as well as they do, but you got to understand what they have to do.
Yeah, yeah. And then that enables you to lead by example. Yeah, okay. So one thing I've noticed is that there aren't very many family-owned car dealerships anymore. Like it's kind of like a rare thing now.
Well, it's a very cash-intensive business. Especially in Southern California, the real estate's just so darn expensive. There's just been, for the last, I don't know, in my career, the last 20 years or so of doing it, it just seems like a lot of the family-owned operations are selling out. You also get to the point where if you don't have anybody else to be up next, families come up with exit strategies. They have to. But it does seem like it's more and more of a rare thing.
Yeah, so that makes Colley Ford special.
I think so.
Yeah. And what do you think is the benefit for a customer to come to a family-owned dealership like Colley Ford?
Well, you can get my office is right off the showroom floor, right next to the receptionist. If there's ever something wrong, you can usually cut through any layers of management relatively quickly to get it resolved. This isn't one of those deals where you've got to fill out an email and then fill out something else and a long drawn out process. We try and do what's right, but we can usually get to that determination pretty quickly.
Oh, I love that. That's not necessarily the answer I was expecting.
Well,
I love it. Yeah.
I guess I'm still kind of on the mindset of that first question of trying to make stuff that wasn't right
Yeah,
correcting
absolutely.
issues, so.
Yeah. And I think too that one of the things I've noticed talking to some of the staff here is just how valued they feel in their role. And I think that is something that comes across to a customer as well. So happy employees, happy customers, basically.
Well, this again, yeah, and this might sound a little cheesy or cliche, but I think that all these businesses in general, they have a personality. The personality is their employees' attitude, and I'm really lucky. We've got a lot of good people here. We've got a lot of people that drive from far away. We've got some people that come in from Marietta, some people that come in from the high deserts, and people that come in out as far as like Antelope Valley.
Wow.
And so, and people that give a darn,
Yeah.
which is important. So. But no, I've got a good group of people, and I like, again, for lack of a better way of putting it, I like the personality that my business has.
I do too. And I think that, again, like when you have employees that are that invested, that's one of the benefits of a family-owned place too, is you feel more invested in the outcome because it's close. You're more like a family yourself, everyone here. So you have been around for 36 years and with Ford. What can you tell us about this community in particular? What's it like serving this community?
I'm proud of my store. I'm proud of this area. I'm a fourth generation in Glendora, but it's not just Glendora. It's Glendora, St. Demas, Laverne, the Covinas, Azusa. We've got a really stable area. We've got a lot of people that see the value of our product, which is nice, and we've been able to get a lot of repeat business that way. But yeah, no, it's not an up and down area. There's a lot of people in this area that have kind of deep roots. You don't see a huge influx of new people. It's a lot of stability.
So in a way, Colley Ford as a dealership kind of represents the community. You have the deep roots too.
I hope to.
Yeah.
I hope to. I hope that our store is representative of our customer base. I mean, we try and do what we can to support the community. They've supported us, so it's a give and a take. But we're very happy to be doing business here. So
that's beautiful. So you're well aware, I'm sure, that dealerships have kind of a bad reputation amongst people. When someone's thinking about going to get a car, they're like, oh, I gotta go to the dealership. What are some of the things that you do here to combat that negative image?
We're a really low pressure environment. I know everybody says that, but we really and truly are. I mean, we try and sell the benefits of our product as much as we can. We are never trying to be predatory to people in terms of leaning on them too hard or selling them anything that they don't need. Again, my whole family has been in this town. I don't keep meaning to talk about my family, but I think it's important when you talk about what you sell. We use the same schools, we use the same supermarkets, we bump into our customers all the time. We're not out looking to make a quick buck. We're looking to make sure that we have a long-standing relationship with the community that we do business in. So try and give them good products and services and keep to our word.
Yep, that's what you got to do.
Yeah,
and it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when it comes to the dealership, and those are the things that you do, what's something that you wish that customers knew about the way a dealership works, or like maybe there's a misconception that you come across a lot that you would like to correct? This is your chance.
Well, okay, you kind of talked about the feeling that a lot of people have, and I know they get a lot of angst when they come in, whether it be dealing with a service department or more specifically that stereotype of like walking into a car dealership and a bunch of people kind of huddled around and jumping on them as soon as they come in. It's our business is no different than anybody else's. We've got anywhere from 80 to 90 employees. These are real people with real families. This is not, like I said, this is not a turn and burn type of operation. I'm very fortunate to have a lot of stable long-term employees. It's not abnormal to see a 20 or 30-year employee here. That kind of goes to how we conduct our business, though. And so it's not I'm going to go in there and I know they're going to try and take advantage of me. That's not the case.
Yeah, that really does stand out, is that you have employees that have been here with the family and with the business for so long.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I've got 135-year. Tomorrow's a 19th anniversary for one, and a second anniversary for another, and I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
Yeah, and that does really speak a lot to it. That is definitely something to be proud about. So it is Colley Ford.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about why you like Ford.
What
makes it a great brand? Yeah.
Ford is a great brand. It's a very, if you're looking to be a dealer, it's a great brand to sign up with from the standpoint of we've got a lot of breadth of product.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the smaller, more affordable vehicles going all the way up to $85,000 SUVs and everything in between. A lot of manufacturers have kind of a narrow scope of what kind of products they sell, and if their products fall out of favor, or if gas gets expensive, or if gas gets cheap, people's buying habits change. We've got a little bit of everything, and especially when you talk about the commercial type stuff, we can no matter what the environment of the economy, we've got something that people are going to want. I think right now we've got a lot of technology. And I know I keep saying this word value, but what you get with some of our product is really a great value compared to some of our competitors. You get cutting edge technology, great design. In terms of doing business with a Ford dealer, there's 3,500 of us from coast to coast. So if you or your family members are someplace kind of off the beaten path and you have a problem with your vehicle, chances are you're going to find a trained professional to get you back on the road.
So it's a good bet.
So yeah, and that's really kind of the beauty of our brand, is that they've got the built-in infrastructure across the country. We've got good products, great technology. I know I'm speaking a little bit in vulgarities, but it really is across the board. There's not a single one of our products that I'm embarrassed of. They're all very good.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah. So what are some of the things you're looking forward to in the future for Colley Ford?
We've got a lot of new products launching in the next 18 months. We've got a new Bronco, which nobody can seem to find any kind of legitimate pictures on. It's a bunch of spy photos, but nothing's quite right. We just launched the new Ranger, which is being really well received.
Gorgeous.
We've got a new Escape coming. In terms of Ford's volume, number one selling model is F-Series, number two is Explorer, number three is Escape. So getting that new Escape is a big deal.
Okay.
We've got, later on this summer, we've got the 2020 Explorer coming, which is a complete redesign. Yeah, so we are coming out of a little bit of a quieter stage in terms of launching new product, but over the next 18 months we're going to have a 300-mile range pure electric vehicle that's kind of a crossover, almost like the Tesla Model X.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be better looking. But we'll see. There's a lot coming, so that's the exciting part.
Yeah, that's definitely exciting. Well, thank you so much for your time today. To wrap up, is there any last thing you want to leave with the listeners?
You know what? No. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your business in the past. And if you have the opportunity or give us the opportunity to earn your business, thank you.
All right.
I think you'll be happy with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, CJ.
All right.